Welcome to Yoga with Carolyn. I'm so excited today. We are going to be using a chair to help us stretch our backs a little bit deeper. Also just to kind of give us a different perspective on stretches and maybe tap into more people that can do yoga with us. I feel like at this time in our daily lives with everything crazy going on that we all need a little bit of yoga. So with that, let's sit up tall and I want you to come onto the edge. Now I want you to feel like you are not gonna fall off, but you're not all the way back in your seat. With that, we're gonna lengthen and I want our shoulders to be right over those sit bones. Dropping our shoulders down our backs, just take a breath. Just make sure we feel stable, we feel secure, we feel good. And then from there, let's sweep those arms up. Interlace our hands, lengthen, reaching tall. Let's reach over to that right side. So I'm not trying to lean over too far, just far enough to feel that stretch down the sides into our lats. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it over to the left side. So today I want you just to think about creating length in the spine and everything else will just happen. Inhale, rising up. As we exhale, we're going to release. Just a big shoulder roll right here. Now we're going to draw those shoulders on our backs, bring our right ear over to that right side. If it's comfortable, I'm not pulling, I'm just letting my hand weigh my neck, my head down. Just notice how our neck feels, releasing. Let's bring our chin to our chest. Let's take it over to that left side. And again, I can hang out here. Awesome place to be. Hands can rest in the lap. Or take that hand up and gently just let it rest. So there's no pulling. It's just that weight of the hand. So we often talk about stretching out our backs, but have we ever thought about those traps, the top back muscles? We're going to get into those a little bit today. And slowly release. We're going to take those arms up. Again, create space in that spine. And we're going to twist over to the right side. Now I have the option, hang out here. Or if I can handle that bigger twist today, I'm going to reach all the way back and find the back of my chair. Now I'm not going to sacrifice rounding. I'm lifting. Let's come back through our center, lengthen, reach up tall. Let's twist to the left side. And think long in the spine. And then come back to our center, reach up. Now we're going to place our hands on our knees. And I'm just going to kind of go sideways for a second and show you. We're going to do a cat-cow. In our cat, I want you to drop your chin, press your hands into the mat, your thighs, you can see where I usually teach. And then we're going to inhale, take it, reach back for the back of our chair, open up, lengthen through the heart, think cat. I'm going to face you this time. So let's exhale, round. Inhale, draw up, grab the back of our chair, lift through the heart. Exhale, let's round again. Inhale, lifting one more time. Let's exhale, round. On our next inhale, we're going to come up and just lengthen, staying through our spine. How are we feeling? Kind of weird being in this chair, right? Again, hopefully this makes it more accessible for everybody, but it'll also let us get into some deeper stretches for some poses. With that, we're going to take and we're going to rotate. Take that right or the left foot out. We're going to plant that left foot. We're going to draw that right heel behind us. Now, I want my hip to be over my knee, or my knee can be slightly behind. I want to make sure my knee's not in front. My knee in my front, over my ankle. We're going to reach up, find our lunge. Why is this for our backs? Because we're getting the front of this hip right here, right? Lengthen. Now I can stay here. This is such an awesome place to be, or I'm going to add a twist. Twisting, looking to the back of the chair. Now maybe that's too big of a twist, and maybe I could just bring my right hand to my left thigh. Again, think creating space and lengthen that spine. As we come back through our center, we're going to just sweep those arms up and we're going to switch. So we're going to plant that right foot, knee over ankle, left foot comes back. Again, the hip is either right over the knee or that knee is slightly behind. Take those arms up again. Now I am on the edge. It's almost like just one cheek is on there so that I can get this nice deep stretch right here. helps me be a little bit more passive. And if I'm super tight, this can help us out. As we exhale, we're gonna twist or stay there. Maybe bring that left hand to the knee. Or maybe this time bring me all the way to the back. I've created space and I haven't sacrificed. I haven't sunk down. I'm really lifting up, core length or core engaged as we look over that right shoulder. Let's come back to our center. Now we're gonna take our left toes. They're gonna go out here. And our right foot is gonna step so it's at a 45-degree angle. Again, I'm really on just this front corner of my chair, coming to warrior two. So if I were to stand up, very similar, I'm just seated. And we're gonna slide that right hand down, lengthen up with that left and reach it back. Why do I want this? I need those muscles in my rib cage to lengthen the sides of our waistline. Let's come back to our center. We're gonna rotate. So we're gonna take right foot, plants it down, knee over the ankle, left foot steps back. Again, here's me standing in warrior two, here's me sitting. So I'm barely on the edge. I'm rooted back through that left pinky toe. And let's reverse warrior. Slide that left hand, right arm reaches up. So we're lengthening, creating space in that spine before we reach back. How are we doing? Are we feeling a little stretch? I feel this in my left inner thigh a little bit. I know I'm tight in there. Let's come back to our center. Come back. Oh, how are we doing? Awesome. So now we're gonna get up. I'm gonna flip my chair only so that you can see me. So no need to move your chair. You're just gonna face your chair. And we're gonna place our left foot. Now I'm gonna square my hips and squaring everything to the front. Left foot comes on. I'm just gonna lean in, get this hip flexor again. Arms can come up, hands can stay on the hips. Now maybe I need a little bit more. I can walk my toes further towards the back of the chair. Oh yeah. Those front of those hips really pull on our back, right? Now let's come back up. Let's switch sides. Make sure we're rooted down through the left, but as we step that right foot up, square hips, lean into it. I'm already going to start walking my foot back. Again, I can be here. Find the lengthening. Oh, I can hang out here with my hands on my hips. How are we doing? We enjoying this? And slowly come back up. So for some of us, that might have been a great calf stretch as well. This is pretty awesome, right? Okay, so now we're already here. We're gonna straighten our leg. We're gonna go back to the left side. And we're gonna put our left heel in the center. My right leg is right underneath me. Now we're gonna take our hands to our hips. We're gonna lengthen and we're gonna reach into that fold. I think I'm gonna move a little more sideways so you can really see. There we go. And my hands can come to my thighs, my shins, maybe the edge of the chair, but my back isn't rounded. I haven't done any cat position. I'm keeping it long. I can look forward, flex the left foot. Oh, hello hamstrings. They pull on our backs a whole lot, right? Let's slowly come back up. We're gonna switch. Plant the left foot, make sure it's underneath us. Right heel comes on. Square the hips, lengthen. Find that fold. You walk those hands down. Again, I can be on the edge of the chair. Hands can be to the shin. Lengthening in the spine. No rounding. How is our hamstrings today? They feel amazing or what? Let's slowly come up. Okay, so rather than me walk all over, I'm just gonna flip my chair. We need the back of our chair. So you have the option to walk around. If your chair is easy to flip, go ahead and flip. Now, I want you to make sure that your feet are not in socks, or if they are, that you have the mat underneath you, because I don't want you sliding out. So we're gonna start to walk our feet back. We wanna look like an L. Our hands are gonna come on the back of our chair, and we're gonna end up like this. So my shoulder blades are melting together and my heart is melting to the floor. I'm lengthened. I can walk back maybe a little bit more. Let's say this isn't working for me. I can bend those knees. Again, the spine, the back, which we're working on today, is more important than those hamstrings right in this pose. Again, I can be here or right here. Those palms just rest down. Maybe we add a little wiggle, get a little different stretch down the side of our back, side of our waistline. How are we feeling? Are we still breathing? But one more breath right here, and then we're gonna come all the way back up. Let's roll those shoulders out for a moment. Now, I'm gonna go to the front, but really I'm just gonna flip my chair again. Now we're going to really get into those hamstrings. I wanted that last stretch, a little bit of hamstring. Now we're really getting into them. So I'm gonna give you some options. Don't wanna call modifications, they're options, right? So we're gonna start out with that left foot. I'm gonna make sure I'm square to my mat or to my chair. My right foot's going to plant, stay underneath me. Left foot. Now, I want to be able to get to the back of that chair. So I know that my heel probably needs to come to the back versus the front edge. So from here, let's take those arms up. Create space, lengthen, and fold. We're reaching for the back. So that's a little bit easier than I thought. So I'm going to come out of it. I'm going to walk my right foot back. Put my left foot on there. Take it up again. Lengthen. So I'm looking for that big stretch in the hamstring. I can soften my right knee, make sure we're not locking it out. Are we feeling that yet? Can you give me one more breath? Exhale, and then inhale, come up. So we can touch the edge, we can walk ourselves up. Now let's say we are feeling a little unstable. Maybe we have a counter next to us too, so that we can get back and forth. So we're gonna place that right, square those hips, take those arms, left leg right underneath us, and let's find our fold. Okay, so I think I want a little bit more, so I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna place my foot, again lengthen, reaching, oh yeah. Again, soften that left knee, make sure we're not locking it out. Breathe. Hopefully I don't need to remind you too much of that today. One more. Big breath. Exhale completely, don't rush it. As we inhale, we're coming back up. Yes. How do we feel? Good. We can roll up the shoulders. We can wiggle through whatever we need to. We're going to come into a pose called thread the needle with the chair. A little different variation. So another modification might be to actually do this on the floor, maybe on our knees. I want to do it standing so everybody has access to it. We're going to place this right hand on the back of our chair. So I'm going to get as close as I need to. We're going to reach up with our left and we're going to thread it under. So I'm going to adjust myself just a little bit. The edge of my left hand is on the edge of the chair. My right arm is straight, feeling a big stretch back through here. Adding that twist, great for our spine. My watch doesn't want to cooperate though. There we go. Soften those knees again. One more big breath. And let's slowly come back. So we're going to place that left hand. I'm going to shift where I'm a little more towards the right side. Take our right arm up, inhale. As we exhale, let's thread it under, back of that right wrist to the edge. Soften those knees. I have a tendency to lock out, so I'm going to keep reminding you to bend those knees. We can allow ourselves to kind of sink into this right shoulder as well. One more breath. Exhale. Bring that right hand back out. How are we feeling? Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to keep my chair where I am, where it is, and I'm just going to come in front of it. Now, I'm going to show you with my left leg first, and then I'm going to do my right, but I'm going to flip my chair over, I guess. I want to be facing you. So we're going to make sure the back of our chair is on that left side. We're going to take that left foot. So here's where my quad stretch is accessible to everybody. So it's not working too close, step out, put that foot back up. I want that knee to go down towards the floor. I can hang on. I can take my arms up. Now let's say that we need more. It's okay to need more, right? So again, that left side, I'm just gonna already flip it over here for me. We're gonna plant that right hand and bring that left foot. Now let's say I want even more. I'm going to face my chair. This is where if we ever have problems with balance and we end up falling over or doing anything else, this is where it comes in. So I'm going to take my left foot in my hand. I'm a little bit away from my chair. I'm going to come into a dancer's pose. And because I have the chair, I'm more able to get that foot up. Again, this is just big variation. Slowly. We're all coming out of it. Foot on the chair, release it. So now, I want my right foot. We're going to start out at the beginning. So, chair, right foot, come down. Maybe I want a little bit more. I don't need the back of the chair, so I can walk forward and just the edge of my toes is there. Maybe that's not enough. It is okay to not be enough, and it is okay to be enough. Take that. Again, here I can hold, knee points towards the ground, hang on to the chair, balance, a little bit more, take it back, reach for our chair, find our beautiful dancer's pose. So no matter where we are, we're going to slowly make our way back out of it. How do we feel? Oh. So we've hit all those front muscles. Now let's hit the glutes. They pull a lot on our backs, right? People tell me that I have back pain, I tell them to stretch their glutes out. So back on the edge of the chair. We're going to cross the left ankle on the right knee right over the ankle, and we're going to fold. Now I can hang on to my chair. I can let my arms hang. And we're not going to stay in here too long, but if you have back pain, I would suggest coming back to this often. Now let's say we're working from home or we're working at work. I can do this in any chair, right? Even a rolly chair, I just make sure I have it back against a wall. Slowly come up, let's switch. Very nice. Oh, so nice today. Slowly come up. Now, if it is too much to get on the floor, skip this last pose. Hang out here, wait for us. I don't really have an option. But if it works for us today to get on the floor, we're gonna flip. You can leave your chair where it is. I'm gonna flip it sideways so I can still see you. And we're gonna come and just get nice and close. So this is the chair variation of legs up the wall. I'm gonna let my calves rest, and I'm gonna lay. This is for my back. It's my back release, right? So I can tuck, release, tuck, release. Little spinal massage. At the end, how we doing? You feel good? Yeah, let's just rest here for a few breaths. Hands can be on the belly, on the ground, on our mats. Tap in, however you want to think of it, our lower backs right here. How about the upper backs? We did thread and a needle. We did the extension hanging onto the back of the chair. Now we're going to make our way back to a seated position. If you're on the chair, stay on the chair. If you're on the floor, you're just going to stay on the floor. We're going to bend those knees into our chest, roll off to the side, come back to seated. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. And thank you guys so much today, right? Let's take those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, drawing our hands to our heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your yoga practice with me today. The divine light in me honors and acknowledges the divine light in you. Namaste. Hope your back feels better. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Share with the world. We all need a little extra stretching right now, right?